Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Let's Make a Mill, where I'm basically using this channel to document my journey towards making $1 million. And I do that by investing in the stock market, by investing into real estate, and investing into publicly traded real estate investment trust known as REITs, as well as investing in general stock market stuff. But without further ado, let's talk about today's buy updates. So Friday we saw a huge sell-off. If we're looking at the S&P 500 index, it had a huge sell-off this week, and that's been pretty much due to some major factors. If you guys follow Meet Kevin, he published a video. I'll put a link down below in the description. Basically, what's summarizing what's going on. Graham Stephen also did a similar video talking about kind of the macro things at play and why there's a massive sell-off. But to sum it up real quick, we have the elections coming up. There's a lot of uncertainty. We also have coronavirus cases going up, as well as stimulus not being pushed through and being stalled once again. So there's a lot of things at play right now. If we look at VNQ, which is Vanguard's total real estate index, we can see that it's also had a massive sell-off this last week due to similar things that are happening in the macro. Stimulus, coronavirus, and elections. So there's a lot going on. And the market will probably still remain pretty volatile these next couple of weeks, at least until after the election, until a vaccine is found, and until maybe corona cases go down, things like that. But anyways, so I had some buy updates on Friday. I'm gonna log into my account here right now on M1 Finance. So I purchased more REITs for my portfolio in M1 Finance, and I also purchased some more Fundrise. So let's log into my M1 Finance account and take a look. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so I just logged into the account on my M1 Finance, on the M1 Finance platform. As you can see, I have $15,000 invested into the platform. That's a $15,880 cash position. And right now you can see I am negative almost $600 in capital gains, as well as the entire portfolio itself has dropped about 13%. We had a pretty red week, but again, something like this doesn't really scare me because I'm looking at the long term. I'm looking at what's possible. I know all the companies I've invested in are solid companies, and their dividends are going to keep coming. These companies so far has not cut any of their dividends, so I sleep well at night knowing that these companies are in the portfolio. So we'll take a quick look at the buys. So I put $2,000 in, and these are kind of the buys that I had. More Essex, we got some apartments in there. Pretty much I was able to buy everything in the portfolio. Just as a FYI, storage has actually been doing pretty well. If you looked at the last screen, I mean, they've just been rocking it. They're the only companies that have actually been producing positive gains so far. And that's because as people move out of these very dense city areas, they need a place to store all their stuff. So they're moving, to these more suburban areas, but they still need to store all their stuff. So storage has always been resilient. It's always, even during the 2008 crash, it was still pretty resilient. So I have no fear about the two companies that I'm invested in, Cube and PSA. I have no fears about them not doing well during this pandemic. So if we take a quick look at my overall portfolio here, just to get a quick update. So we see I still have 24 holdings. The dividend yield as of this video is 4.2%, almost 4.3%, no expense ratio. And these are my target allocations. Again, I keep triple net lease pretty high because I feel like these companies are going to do very well in the future. And I believe I have 6 companies in this pie. So I have National Retail Properties, Realty Income, Store Capital, WP Carey, SRC, and VERREIT, Spirit Realty Company, SRC. So I have 6 companies in there, so they make up a good portion of my overall portfolio. And if we just take a look at the week, we could see we were going down pretty bad, and then I injected $2,000 into the portfolio, so we saw it grow. If we're looking at a month, We're having some volatile times, but again, long-term investing, long-term mindset. If we look at the quarter, again, just keep going. Don't stop. So we're going to go ahead and log into my Fundrise account and take a look, and then I'll see you in that video. All right, so we just logged into my Fundrise account. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look. But as you can see, I'm at a cash value of $23,300. I actually only injected $1,000 into the Fundrise portfolio. We'll just take a quick look at the transaction. Yep, so there it is. I put it in October 30th, and I purchased these two REITs, or purchased into these two REITs, E-REIT, which looks like 16. I don't know Roman numerals, but anyways, purchased into that one, and the Growth E-REIT. I had a $1,000 investment, and I'm in the long-term growth plan. So if we go back to the overview, we can see to date, my net returns have been about $1,400. I've been investing since June 2018. I'm in the advanced account level, and my investment plan is the long-term growth plan. I plan to keep this money in here for at least the next 5 to 10 years, and I hope to get this account cash value to $100,000, because real estate typically returns between 8 and 12%. So hopefully in a year, if you have $100,000 cash investment, you could return maybe $8,000 to $12,000. And that's a mix of appreciation on the assets as well as dividends. All right. So year to date, here's what I got. And I was recently paid a dividend. I think I covered that in my last video. But that's it. There's not really a whole lot to Fundrise. If you want to check out, kind of the projects and things like that, you can always click on the actual project that it's listed, and they give you a pretty nice little neat, one-page kind of summary of what they're doing. But other than that, that is Fundrise in a nutshell. There's nothing too spectacular about it. I mean, it's a really neat platform for investing into real estate. All right, so that'll do it for my Fundrise update. I'm going to go ahead and summarize everything and then kind of leave you guys off with a couple tips for success. So I just want to leave you guys off with this. Right now is a very interesting time. We have the elections that are coming up. We have a very huge macro thing playing on the economy, which is, coronavirus, which is also dependent on us finding a vaccine, as well as it getting distributed out to the masses. And then you have to think about businesses that are already shut down, that will remain shut down forever, and businesses that are going bankrupt, and businesses that are, thriving, right? So this is a very, very interesting time. I haven't been investing in the stock market that long, or investing in real estate that long. But, in these last 2-3 years that I have been investing, I've never seen anything like this. So what I'm doing personally is watching as much videos from experts as I can to kind of gauge my next moves, right? As you see in my M1 Finance portfolio, I'm negative $500, almost $600, but that doesn't scare me. I'm going to keep buying more shares, because as those shares become cheaper, I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging. Just keep investing, keep staying in the market. Do not withdraw, do not get scared, do not sell out, do not fear sell, okay? This is a very interesting time. I have a Fidelity Zero Cost Total US Stock Market Index that I haven't put any money into, because I'm almost certain there's going to be a huge 3 to 5%, if not 10% drop here, at least in the next couple of days. I mean, if not, at least in the next weeks or so. So I'm holding a huge cash position. If you guys saw my other videos prior to that, I actually withdrew about $60,000, I think, about $60,000, because I'm using that to purchase a rental asset, rental property. But anyways, I'm leaning on a lot of the disciplines that I learned, just investing and reading books and things like that. One of the biggest ones that come to mind is Simple Path to Wealth. Another one that I read is called Snowball by Warren Buffett. Good book, but and Ray Dalio's principles. I came up with my own 3 principles, and that is to basically buy and hold long-term passive investments. Anything I buy, I'm going to keep for the long term. So I'm not going to fear sell. I'm not going to be scared of tomorrow's doom and gloom news. Are all these economists saying that the market's going to crash, or, whatever. I ignore a good majority of it, and I just keep investing on a schedule without really thinking about it. Just keep investing, keep investing, keep investing. Because even if you were to invest when the market dips 30%, 25%, you put in $100, I mean, you could call yourself an investing savant, but you're only going to reap $20 in capital gains. You know what I mean? So this is why, unless you're going in with a large cash position, and I'm talking like 40, 50, 60, $100,000 cash position on a single buy or something, like these small little buys aren't going to really matter in the short term, the 1 to 5 years. You know, you got to measure your market, you got to measure the performance of your portfolio over the long term, over 5, 10, 15, 20 years, right? And you can do your rebalances at the end of every year, or maybe sell some losers or whatever, you know, but remain invested, remain disciplined, keep investing, and just ignore a good majority of the negative news. I don't mean just completely leave it alone, but keep it in the back of your mind. Don't get scared. Just keep investing. Keep doing what you're doing, all right? I hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you like what you see, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm going to link 2 videos to Meet Kevin and Graham Stephen down below in the description. And of course, you know, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.